Hi, this is Mike Walsh again from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm here to give you some tips on the value of good copywriting, what it can do for you, and some steps in how to do it. So, you got to think about your marketing campaigns. They will only be as effective as the weakest link. So, let me explain a little about that. Let's say you spend $1,000 to place an ad on Facebook for a few days. If your headline in that ad isn't written with skill, you won't get very many people to click on it. Let's say you spend $1,000 to place an ad on Facebook for a few days. If your headline in that ad isn't written with skill, you won't get very many people to click on it. This is from Mike Diller's book, Magnetic Sponsoring. If your capture page is weak, you won't convert your visitors into leads. If your sales letter is weak, you won't make money, sell your products, or sponsor distributors, and that $1,000 just went down the drain. So everything, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, must be sold to the prospect. You have to sell your prospects on why they should give you their attention and look at your ad. You have to sell your prospects on reading what you have to say in the ad and then why they should continue to read further. Then you have to give them reasons why they should buy. You have to give them reasons why their fears should be set aside, why their deepest desires will be fulfilled. You'll have to sell your prospects on your product's credibility and that your products will provide the benefits that you've promised. You'll have to sell them on the value of your offer and that the price you're asking is peanuts compared to what they'll get in return. You'll have to sell them on the fact there is no downside to buying from you and accepting your generous offer. And finally, you have to sell prospects on taking action now. That hesitating in any way will be harmful to his or her ultimate goal of attaining pleasure or avoiding pain. The subject line in your email must sell the person on opening it. The first sentences of your email must sell the person on continuing to read it. The body of that email must sell them on taking a particular action. The training site for your distributors must sell them on getting started and taking action. It must sell them on following the system and the efficacy of the company's products. You must adopt the mental position that every single person you send a communication to is a lazy couch potato and must be truly inspired and motivated through the promise that if they pay attention to your offer, they will benefit in a substantial way. Take the same position with your downline. Why should they buy your company's replicated site? Attend your training calls. Come to national events. Don't just give them a laundry list of things they need to do in order to get their business started. Sell them on how they will benefit by doing those things. Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between $1 million idea or opportunity and $1 million in your bank account? The answer is $1 million execution. So, it's not the opportunity that's worth $1 million. It's your ability to effectively execute that opportunity. If this is a business of marketing and promotion, then copywriting is a marketing skill required to educate your business building tasks successfully. The fastest way to get you to a functional level when it comes to copywriting is to start by studying the work of other successful copywriters. Great suggestion, huh? Have you ever noticed what happens after you start spending a lot of time with a particular person? You start talking like them. You start using similar words. It's the same situation here. By reading successful sales letters and advertisements each day, you start to adopt the same language and speech patterns of the copywriters who wrote them. You start to use the same words. You start to get a feel for the flow of a sales letter. After a time, you start writing and speaking like them as well. You can literally absorb the skill of copywriting at a subconscious level by exposing yourself to enough of it. If you want to supercharge this learning strategy, write out these sales letters word for word by hand for 1 hour each night. This is how he got started, and eventually he had read and copied so many sales letters by hand that he just started talking and typing with the same style and language. It's like playing the guitar for the first time. The easiest way to learn is to simply mimic the placement of your fingers on the strings. You don't need to go out and learn how to read music or memorize scales in order to play in the beginning. This modeling process will get you to a functional place within 3 to 6 months, but you'll never truly master this skill until you understand the second piece to the puzzle, which we're not going to discuss today, but the reason why sales copy works in the first place is all about human psychology. So there's some tips about copywriting, sending out emails, which should be in the content. And I hope you got some value out of what I've presented today. And I'm going to say goodbye for this video, but please like me at Work with Mike Walsh, Work with Mike Walsh. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video.